DMV is a really good area because there's DC, there's Maryland, and there's Virginia. There's 3 different states all in one hub that I can choose from. So hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It is Michelle here. If you are new here, hey, welcome. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join this family here. So today, as you can see from the title, it is a nursing related video. I am going to be sharing the little gems that I know about this career. But before we get into the video, I want to say a big thank you to Vivian Health for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I was able to consistently increase my income as a registered nurse. Here are the key things that I did that can also help you if you're looking to make more money as a registered nurse. I just love this career of nursing, you guys. I can talk about this career for ages. Like, just coming from Africa, okay, let me just take it back. Coming from Accra, Ghana, right? Coming from Ghana, being born in Ghana, coming to America, we see this place as the land of opportunity. And having a nursing degree, guys, is such a lucrative degree to have, especially in 2023. I have conversations with people all the time about how we are so lucky to be nurses because, one, job security is amazing. Like, we never have to worry about getting a job, you guys. We will never have to worry about that. And even if we do get a job, we will never have to worry about not making enough money because we saw what happened with COVID. Granted, the rates are not as high, but we saw how important, how indispensable our careers are. The world cannot live, the world cannot function without nurses, you guys. So first of all, I want you guys to know that you hold a really potent degree, you hold a really valuable degree. Don't take it lightly if you are. Know that you worked hard for that degree, first of all, and it could be the ticket to getting you to your next level, okay? Now that we have the basics down, I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to increase my income as a registered nurse. But a quick background about my career in nursing. So I graduated from nursing school May of 2017. My 6th year anniversary is coming up in July of 2023. So after graduating in May of 2017, I took my NCLEX and passed July 2017 on the first try. I secured a job actually in June of 2017. So before I even took my NCLEX, you guys, I had a job prepared, ready for me at my dream job. So when I graduated nursing school, I secured a job at a level 1 trauma center on their surgical trauma ICU. I wanted to be a surgical trauma ICU nurse, you guys. I just loved trauma. I love surgeries. So that was the goal. That was the route I took as a registered nurse. And yeah, I knew where I wanted to be. And it kind of gets hard sometimes when you graduate nursing school and you don't have a clear path of like where you want your nursing career to be. But the beautiful thing about nursing is it's fluid, okay? You're not a tree. You're not stuck where you start. That is another thing I love about the career. It's fluid. You can move. You can try L&D. You can try ED. You know, you're not stuck. You can try being a NICU nurse. You're not stuck where you start. So if you're feeling stuck right now, know that you're not. Find a different specialty that you're actually passionate about. So yes, I graduated from nursing school 2017, secured my job at my dream place, ICU, in the surgery trauma ICU at a level 1 trauma center. Y'all, that was a really tough year, but I'm so grateful for that experience because it built me up to become the nurse that I would later become. So after 1 year in the ICU, guys, this is where my tips start. If you want to make more money, the first thing you have to do is to leave your job. Leave the place you started. As much as you love it, as much as you want to grow there, if you want to really make money in this field, you guys, you cannot stay where you start. You cannot stay where you start because those little increments that they give you as a raise every year, what's that gonna do? What's that $2 gonna do? What's the $1 gonna do for you? Exactly. So you're gonna have to get comfortable with departing from the first place you get a job. Don't leave on bad terms. Leave with dignity. Leave being on good terms with the manager if you ever want to return to that same hospital. So do not leave on bad terms. Leave with dignity. Give them a notice. Give them a heads up. With the turnover rate in nursing, like, your manager is going to understand that you want to leave, okay? But just make sure that when you are leaving your first job, it's done with dignity, with integrity. So yes, now I want to talk to you guys about Vivian Health, okay? So now this is you watching this video after you've left your first job. How are you gonna find another job? How are you going to find another job? This is why I love Vivian Health. So Vivian Health is a job search marketplace. They are not a travel agency. They're basically the place you go to look for travel jobs. So let's say you left your first job and you're looking for a second job. You would log on to Vivian, and the process to get onto Vivian, guys, is seamless. It's super easy. So logging on to Vivian, it's gonna ask you about your demographics, about yourself, and then you can choose where you want to work. Vivian has job openings all across the country, so it doesn't really matter where you live, you can find a place for you. Vivian offers jobs for travel nursing, it offers per diem jobs, local jobs, or just regular staff nursing jobs. You can find them on Vivian Health. Vivian Health is such a great resource that every nurse needs to have. So let's say you left your first job and you're looking for a second job. On Vivian Health, there's complete pay transparency. You get to compare your salary, you get to compare how much nurses in your area are making on average, just so that you know that you're getting compensated fairly. A direct link to sign up for Vivian, guys, will be in my description box below, so go ahead and click on it to sign up for Vivian and start looking at the possibilities that are out there for you. So like I said, after I left my first job, I relocated. Another way to make more money is to relocate to an area in where the cost of living is higher. Because the cost of living is higher, they're going to compensate you even more. So I saw this video on TikTok in where the girl was being completely transparent about how much nurses in the Bay Area, California, were making, and my jaw literally dropped. She was showing me hourly rates of the nurses there, you guys, and new grad nurses were making somewhere like in the 80s, like 80 some dollars an hour in the Bay Area. Okay, if you've been thinking about moving to California, this is the video for you. But no, you need to relocate to another area. So after my first year in the ICU, after I've gained my skills, I'm like, Michelle, you need to move back in with your parents. So I relocated to another area in where I secured another job. So second thing is to relocate to another area. So after that, I secured a job in the post anesthesia care unit, the PACU, unintentionally. I landed in the PACU unintentionally. I initially wanted to do like a part-time gig in the PACU, but decided to accept a full-time position because the manager was like, oh, there's an opening for full-time, do you want to do that? And I'm so glad I went to the PACU because one, it is a procedural care area. So places like the cath lab, places like the OR, places like the PACU, endoscopy, procedural care areas like that will oftentimes pay you more just because of how specialized it is. So if you want to make more money, you're going to have to leave that med surg floor, you're going to have to leave that progressive care unit, you're going to have to leave those really generalized floors to specialize in like the procedural care areas. There are so many other benefits of working in those areas, which I've shared in my other videos about why I liked working in the PACU. There's just so many benefits of working in procedural care areas, but one of them being the pay. Usually in areas like that, you get compensated a little bit more. That's how I got almost a 10% raise, you guys. I went from making $23 as a new grad nurse my first year to making $31.33 in the PACU, you guys, because I relocated and I'm now in the PACU. Mind you guys, this was in 2018, okay? This was pre-COVID. This was before we actually saw money in this career. So making that jump in a raise after my first year is rare. You don't get that on a regular staff floor. You really don't. So that was a big deal for me at that time. And that's how I increased my income my second year as a nurse. Another thing I decided to do was to go PRN. So while I was in the PACU, I decided to become a PRN nurse. The thing with PRN nursing is that it can be a little tricky. So I was young at that time. I did not need the benefits that the hospital was offering. I was still under my parents' insurance, so I didn't need like the extra benefits. So I decided to become PRN. So from leaving my position as staff to PRN jumped me up from $31 to $45 in a span of another year. So within 3 years, I went from making $23 as a nurse to $45 an hour. Once again, this was pre-COVID, so that was a lot of money to me, okay? And Vivian Health is actually another great place to look for per diem jobs, parent jobs, that's what they stand for. If you guys sign up with my link in the description box below, you can look for PRN jobs around your area from the offers that Vivian Health has to offer. So yeah, I became PRN at that hospital, and the thing with PRN nursing is your hours can be limited, but because of the shortage of nurses in this field of nursing, you are almost guaranteed hours, you guys. Every day there are short nurses. Every day they need somebody to come in. So even though you do go PRN and you're technically required to only work a minimum, I think my PRN position, I was supposed to work, I think 48 hours in 6 weeks, you guys, which is nothing. But I was able to work 36 hours every week because we were always short. So that's one thing that you can have going for you if you do go PRN. Just keep in mind that you might not always get your hours, but 99% of the time they will need you, so you'll get your hours. Doing those little changes, you guys, jumped my pay so high. And this is for the people who do not want to do travel nursing, but if you do want to do travel nursing, Vivian Health offers so many options for you guys. So once you have signed up with my link in the description box below, you will put in the location you want to work in, the specialties you want to work in. Granted, you have experience in those specialties, and Vivian Health will give you a plethora of options to choose from as far as where to travel. And one amazing thing about Vivian is that it has complete pay transparency, so you'll know what each travel agency is offering for the different positions you're looking for. So let's say there are 2 travel agencies that have openings at the same hospital. It will tell you what each agency is offering for your position. This is really important because some agencies might be lowballing you in where others are not, so it gives you that complete pay transparency on that. After I went PRN, I was like, okay, Michelle, it's time to travel nurse. And so I decided to start travel nursing. One of the companies that I started travel nursing with is actually one of the companies that Vivian Health works for. So it's just so funny how everything is coming into full circle. I personally used Vivian Health to find travel contracts. My last travel contract was found on Vivian. I did a local assignments because, as y'all know, I live in the DMV area and I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I love this area so much. I just have a good community here, and so I wanted to still travel, make money with travel nursing. So I looked on Vivian, put in what I was looking for, and hospitals near my area came up. Luckily, I said the DMV is a really good area because there's DC, there's Maryland, and there's Virginia. There's 3 different states all in one hub that I can choose from. So I have a lot of options when it comes to finding places to work in this area. But yeah, Vivian Health came through for me with that aspect. I signed an 8-week contract that I was able to successfully complete, and I made my money and life moved on, So yeah, Vivian Health is just such a really great resource for you to have. Once again, guys, do not forget to click on that link in the description box below to sign up. But yes, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I know as humans, we're always looking to elevate in this life. Nobody wants to stay the same. So every year we're looking to progress, and one way to really progress in this career, guys, is to try different things. So I hope this video motivated you to try new things and to really tap into all the resources that we have, like Vivian Health, to look for possible job openings for your career. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share ways you were able to make more money as a nurse. What specialty is lucrative? Let me know in the comments below. How were you able to just go up that ladder? How were you able to outsmart the system? Let me say, how were you able to outsmart the system with your nursing career? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.